Right.
And here we are. Hello, everyone. Oh
Hey
my goodness.
there.
It's happy holidays. I love holidays, but every single day of my life is like a holiday because I have a perfect life. And so Christmas is, same day every day. I love it.
Right.
And but I know that there's other people that have a lot of pressures, and that's why we're here today. Messages from
Mm.
Spirit to help you cope and help you look into 2025. I'd like to say Jackie Jacaranda is here, so she gets the cookie. She was the first one in. You just tell me
Oh,
what
there you go.
kind, and I'll magically send it to you. And then Craig is here. It's so nice to see you. And then CJ. Whoop whoop. It takes a little while. Hi, Jessica Lynn.
Hey
It's so nice to
guys.
see you. Um, yeah, it the when it goes live, then it takes a little minute before it goes on and says, "Hey, we're live. Come over here." before
Yeah.
before everybody starts being bugged with us. Glenda is here. Karen is here. Gosh, you guys are the
Christine.
greatest. Christine? Whoops, am I
That-
missing somebody? Christine, I missed somebody. So sorry.
That's okay. We got you.
Yeah, right. Good. Good, good, good. So, how is everybody? Let us know how you're doing. This is like the week.
Well,
It's all on. Or do you celebrate? That'd be kind of fun. That'd be fun to know. The Louisa is here too. Wonderful.
hey,
Tell me, my
Louisa.
friend Scott, how are you doing, and what do you have going, and about your shows, if you're doing any shows?
Well, I'm doing a little bit less than I was before I got my job, my new job. So with the new job, I'm having to learn a lot of different things. So right now, I'm not doing a whole lot.
Hmm.
I'm doing about 2 to 3 shows a week, but that's really, really low for me because
Hmm.
usually I'm on about every other night before
Yeah.
before I got this job. But yeah, I think that I'll get back to normal eventually. But right now, I'm focusing on both the job and the shows too, and I love
Mhm.
doing the collaborations like
I
with you.
know. This is so
So yeah.
great. I'm so glad. I did see where when you were talking, you were freezing every
Oh, am I?
so often. So I just have to tell everybody and to you, StreamYard will put you in timeout and you'll be frozen, and then you'll have to go out and then come back in.
Am
So
I
if
frozen to you?
when you were talking, it just happened at little glitches,
Oh wow, I
like
didn't
right
know that.
now, this minute. Oh no, but it just like it's like a little message from Spirit saying, "Be tell everybody you might have to go away and come back in," and oh gosh, it's crazy. So I'm glad but in general, you like your job because you're helping people. You're
Yes,
you're so
yes.
amazing.
That's well, it's amazing I found one like that. So
Hmm.
there. Okay, Christine says I'm not freezing anymore. Okay, good,
Okay, Linda Bishop, you're
good.
here
I
too.
can always go out and come back in if you want me to, Deborah.
What it will do is freeze and not come back, and that's when I've discovered you just exit the studio and then use the link to get back in again, and then it seems to go pretty well. But
You want me
I'll
to do
freeze.
that?
Nope, nope, because it
Okay.
comes back.
Okay.
You come back, so you freeze and then you come back. But
Okay. As long as
so
everybody can see me and hear me, it's good.
yeah, Tropical Empress, Christine, Linda Bishop, Craig.
Hey
So how is it
guys.
now? What we oh oh, I just saw the handsome Scott. I didn't see the beautiful Deborah, but thank you so much. And the beautiful souls in the chat. God bless you, Tropical. This is
Everybody's handsome and beautiful.
yeah. I mean, this is a we really do have it good, and I just binge watched some stuff about North Korea and people who have escaped and tell their story and stuff. And I thought every time I hear it, I think, oh gosh, we have it so good here.
Right.
and so it humbles me into thinking, oh, I've got to be at more goodwill. Glenda is here too from
Linda?
Alberta. We're technically right now international. Thank you so much. So we're going to do some messages from Spirit, and if you wouldn't mind typing all of your questions in capital letters for the old eyes, thank you so much. And then I'll star it, and then we'll start on answer. But we'd like to just do messages from Spirit. So if you would like to have that, if you want to theme it like for 2025, let's say the first quarter of 2025, for me to do that, I'd like your month and day of birth. You don't have to give me your year, month and day of birth, and I can tell you more about your personal year and what messages, no, not messages, blessings and lessons. Sorry, blessings and lessons that are synchronizing up for you. The sooner in the year you get to know that information, the easier the whole year goes. For sure. I'm going to mute myself and.
Hey, Sherry.
Sherry, it's good to see you, sweetheart. Okay, Louisa wants a message. That's good. I've got you started, my dear. October 15th, Jacaranda, Miss Jacaranda. If I were in charge, what would that? I'm sorry, Linda, I didn't catch that. I'll catch that later. It's a political thing. Messages. I don't know what's going on with me right now. When I get excited, sometimes my vocal cords say, shut up. Hush.
The throat chakra can be interesting sometimes.
I know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I'm a Mintakan as well. My planet of origin is Mintaka, which is in the Orion belt, and they can ramble. You can go on and on and on. But I know that now, so I'm conscious of it. Okay, I'm trying to get all your birthdays too. This is great. This is really great. So I've got 8 so far. 1107. Okay.
And I do love your background. So
oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're dressed all festive too, and I'm just like,
lumberjack
over here.
No, I always like to wear red with you. I do not know why. It's your thumbnails. Every time I do a thumbnail for our shows,
you do them in red
and black.
Let me tell you why you do that. And this is not planned. We have never discussed this before.
No.
The reason you do that is because my mother's favorite, like I'm getting emotional, my mother's favorite color is red. She loved cardinals. She loved redbirds. Yeah, so, and she loved the color red. The apartment that I inherited from her, it was all red. Everything was red in here. So I think you're bringing a message from my mom saying that she's here with us.
I love that story. Thank you so much. That's touches me. Yeah, I've been in and out of emotion myself. Yeah, Karen says, oh, wow. And with a lot of red hearts. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Oh, Jackie's right there. Karen says she loves that. I like it too. Has anybody had messages from their past loved ones? Scott, you've got JR that wants a reading.
Marby's here. Hey, Marby. And Bora Bora.
Oh, Bora Bora, there you are. That's great. Thank you so much. Let me get over here and see what we've got going. But thank you for that story, because I have no idea why. You're the only one that I want to do that with. So it might be your mama.
Wow. I think it is. I think it definitely is.
Yeah.
Gave me a lot of cold chills when I was talking about it. So
she's with us.
She's here. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that. So here we are. The first one is, let me tell you who I've starred so you don't have to ask again. So, Louisa, you're first. And then Jackie, I've got you. Tropical Empress. Craig, I've got you. Glenda and Linda Bishop. Christine, I've got you. Tropical came in with her birth date. Thank you. And JR. So if you don't,
Right.
if you've asked a question, but you didn't hear your name, just ask it again. Thank you so
And
much.
Marilla is here and says June 18th if time.
Marilla. Oh, wait.
She just came in there at 2:10. Well, I don't know what it says on yours. You can't
I'll go to
say.
210. Oh, there you are. I just saw her.
Hey, Marilla.
It's so nice to see you, Marilla. Thank you so much. Yahoo. Welcome, Christine. Okay, so we have got, I would love a message from Spirit for Louisa. I got you.
Did you get Marilla starred?
Not
You were
yet.
able to do that. Okay.
I didn't see it. You said 210 or 1110.
11:10 for you, right?
Oh, here we go. I've got Jessica.
It's up above that one.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Marilla, where are you? Marilla, would you do me a favor and just write it again? I just write your question again. I'm so sorry. I can't seem to find it right away. But I'm going to start Louisa's message.
There it is.
Marilla, there it is. There it is. Good. I got you. I got you, baby. All right. And the message coming through for Louisa is going to be of the higher nature. Very first card out is a major card. So this is from Spirit, and it also is a message that the indication that the message I'm about to give you means you address it at the higher octave. Right now, it looks like you want to, you're having a hard time letting go of something, and because the step might make you feel a little uneasy. This is what you're going through right now, or what's coming up for the week, let's say, or for the next couple of weeks. So you might have an opportunity to give up something that just hasn't worked for you, and it's going to be quite emotional. And but it looks like it's one of those things. I hate to say it. Sometimes when we're in great distress, you don't want to, I don't want to say this, but it's like an agreement. It's a nexus point for you that's coming up. But man, you're going to rise above everything as long, and Spirit is saying you are going to have the wherewithal, the language. It's going to be perfect. And think outside the box is all they're saying. So it looks like a really good thing. Life sometimes just gets doggone hard. And as long as we know, the nice part about a psychic message is that you can say, oh, that's coming up. No worries. No worries. And so when it starts to, you start getting emotional, you go, oh, there it is. Okay. So Deborah said, this is happening at a nexus point. It's something I've agreed to, and will definitely rise above for sure. I just saw somebody else that asked for a reading. Anna, it's not too late to put your question in. I'd like your month and day of birth. Type it in all caps. That would help me. And so there you are. What did you get for Louisa?
Okay. Louisa, I've got that you have a mission here. Your mission is divine light work. So, take hold of that and just, let that resonate in your life. And, you know, you will have good things, I think, that will happen for you and to you once you surrender to doing light work. Because what it's going to do is going to make you happy. It's also going to heal you. Okay, so I got the healing card. So you're going to be healed. Take time to enjoy others, dance, celebrate, have fun, and believe in yourself. You got the muskrat. He says to believe in yourself.
I love that.
Right. And then I got one interesting. This goes along with what Deborah was talking about. It says the consequence of fear. And just keep in mind that, you know, this is self-fulfilling prophecy, the frequency of fear, contradiction, or contraction, sorry. But what it says to me is that you can change this frequency anytime you want to. Okay. So this frequency is an illusion. So when you ask Archangel Michael to come in and to help you and to protect you and, also to change your vibes from negative to positive,
Right.
you will. That will happen for you. Ask your guides, ask whoever you're comfortable that comes to your mind, ask them to guide you into a positive vibration, and that will be something that is of a great consequence for you, a consequence of love.
It's interesting because I got to tell you, what the cards I got, the very first one was the hanging man. The hanging man asks you to look outside the box, but it also has you to stop. That's why I was saying, oh, you're going to say, oh, that's what I know is coming. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is what they were talking about. And so that's when you stop and think of it on a spiritual level. So that's great. She says, I can't wait. I love that.
You're welcome, Louisa.
Amazing.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys are so nice. So wonderful. And we've got Jackie.
I just wanted to point out, Deborah, if you didn't mind, Marby sent a super sticker for you.
Oh.
And she has a question up right around where Morella's is.
Okay.
Where Morella wrote it the second time.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I hope you don't mind me.
Not I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. So, thank you so much for the super sticker. You go right up to the top, Marby. And I'm looking for you. I wish I was better at this.
It would be.
What day? What time?
Go near Morella. 11:12 for you.
Good. Thank you. Oh, I'm way off. I'm way off. Okay. Thank you for that, Marilla. I mean, Marby.
Right underneath Morella.
There we are. I found it. Oh, good. Jackie, I'll be right back to you. Marby, may I have a general reading, please, and thank you. She's so sweet. She's always so polite.
Yes.
And thank you so much for your generous donation. I really appreciate that. And your patience with me. So Marby, what I have, Magician. So your manifesting energy is really, really, really high. Empress means that your options, you have a lot of options, and you think, oh gosh, how am I going to take advantage of this wonderful time? And it's because of the third card, which is movement. This is the ace of wands, and all aces are always good news. But the ace of wands means there's an action. What's nice about this message is that when you get an impulse to do something or say something or go somewhere, the impulse will be strong enough to move you into action. And once you're into that action, you'll be able to finish it. So now's the time to make your wishes and your claims and your spiritual work come out and manifest. Just make sure. The only downside of that, because everything has a shadow, it's like, oh, you can manifest mad fast. And that's the good news. The bad news is that you can manifest mad fast because if you're just blasé and you just have this empty thinking, then you just don't manifest anything very well. So congratulations. And thank you again for your generous donation. Appreciate that.
All right, so Marby, I got you a few extra cards, and I actually had two come out from this deck here from the psychic reading cards. The first one that came out is the Spirit Guides. Get it to focus there a little bit. So you're also being called to do divine work, is what I'm feeling, just like in the last readings. So your spirit guides are here, and they're there for you, to help you out. Nature is a boost for you. So the nature card is here. You know, when you do, if it's not too cold, you can go outside, and you know that I have that's a strength of yours, is you're gonna find it through nature. If you can't go outside and it's too cold, bring it inside with crystals, with
Oh, yeah.
incense, you know, different things that you can bring in. If the only card I got that there's a little bit of negative vibration, and that's okay because we just bring it into positive, right? And we wouldn't be human if we didn't have some negative vibrations. So there might be a little confusion going on with you right now. If there is, just hold on to, you know, your faith and belief that, you know, we may feel confused, but there's a good time for clarity, and it's when you want it. You have that option for free will to get out of the confusion. You got the cicada card, which is voice. So I really think your voice needs to be heard. You have some things that you need to speak in your truth. We were just talking about the throat chakra. I think
Yeah.
your throat chakra needs to be elevated. And then you have passion. You have a lot of passion for. Do you have a lot of passion for children? I think you do. So,
Mm.
and excitement, and you know, your inner child, I'm hearing too, is very passionate, and just have honesty. And I know that you do, and you just got good cards. All the blessings everywhere
Oh,
for that.
nice.
So can't go
Wow.
wrong. Gifts from the universe, synchronicities coming in for you. So that's what I got. All great things, I think. Yeah.
That's great. Oh, wow. I love that. And we'll go to Jackie.
Hi, Ness.
Hi, Ness. Jackie. Oh, Jackie, you're going into a 7 year. That means you will have a closer relation. If you like, if you want, you can have a closer relationship with spirit. So this
Mm.
is when it's almost like an attunement. And so there'll be times throughout this next coming year where spirit will come out of its cave, like the hermit will come out of its cave, tap you on the shoulder and say, "Come here. God wants to talk to you."
Mm.
And you get information, and it's an intimacy that you get to have with spirit if you choose. And this is the year coming up where you'll find this is the lesson. The blessing is that being close to spirit. The lesson is walking your talk, being the person, which I feel everyone here does this anyway, but being the person to, if you see something that's not right, you step up and say, that can't happen in front of me, because that's the whole sphere you are, is one of morality, ethics, that type of thing from the upper octaves. Divine wisdom is different than divine truth. So, because truth is subjective, it's your own interpretation of truth. What you'll learn this coming year is divine wisdom, which is much different. For instance, it's true that there are states in America that still have the death penalty, but it's wisdom that thou shalt not kill. So you're going to up level that way and make sure that's very clear to yourself and anyone who is interested that comes and talks to you, because the next year, 2026, is going to be about moving everything you learn from the 7th year into tangibility in the 8th. You don't have to go year by year. You can quicken this because now you know that what's coming, the lessons and blessings for 2025. So I like that. I'm just ending my 7th.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jackie. Communication. So a lot of my reading goes from what Deborah was talking about. So about you speaking up. Time to speak up. Communication. So we got that. I can't wait to get to the last card because there's a little story that comes with it that
Nice.
Jackie's you're gonna love. You're gonna love. But then you got another chance to be. So this is, you need some emotional healing, some second chances. You know, don't blame yourself for things that have happened. Instead, purify yourself and go into meditation. Right. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. So maybe a spark to do something, to be on that spiritual journey that I think Deborah was talking about. You know, I like that for you. And then Jackie was with me Jackie's in the United Kingdom, but she was on my phone about an hour ago and she's telling me I have to go get my medicine. I'm like, fine, I'll go get my medicine. You know, she's on a messenger and we talk all the time back and forth. And so I said, you're coming with me though. And she said, okay. And I went down just at the bottom of my driveway and I saw a raven for the first time that I've seen in a long time. And I thought it was for me. And I thought, well, and I told Jackie, there's a black raven right here. And I've never seen one in this area. You know, I'm sure they are around. But I thought it was a message for me. It's not. It's a message for Jackie.
Oh, that gives me chills.
Elder Raven, activate your spiritual connection, meditation. You're at a perfect spot right now where you can connect spiritually with connect spiritually with your higher power. Really believe that. That's what I got for you.
Crows and ravens have a brain on them, a big
Ooh,
brain.
yeah.
Oh boy. And they watch
Yeah.
and they discern and they solve problems.
And it looked exactly like this one. It really did.
Yeah. Karen says, chills.
Yeah.
Chills. Oh wow. That's a cool story. Very cool story. Thank you, Jackie. Got tropical
Thank
here.
you, Jackie.
I want to make sure tropical, because I have okay, there's tropical again. Message from spirit. And I do have your birth date. So I'll let I was gonna try and do this. Can I try one thing? I want to try this. Try what? Click. Oh, good, it worked.
You're gone then. You're just barely up there.
I know, I'm little. But now people, let me try this again. Now people are going to be able to see your cards better. I get nervous about playing around with this. So, okay, Tropical Empress and Spirit, you're on. Oh,
Amanda, are you here?
Let me do her.
I need to comb my hair and look at myself real big like that.
You're great. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, you're such a sweetheart. Ah.
If it's okay for me to go first, Deborah?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
hoping.
why I'm in the big
That's why
seat
you're in
here.
the big thing. We're looking at your hair.
I got something when you came in, Amanda, about dreams and about your dreams really taking off, and maybe they've been a little bit stifled, and you need to get back into your dreams, not the dreams that you have at night, but your dreams, your goals for your life. I got emotional clearing. Okay, so again, sage, incense, that can help you do purification and clear out some auras around you. I feel like you're surrounded by some negative energy sometimes. And I think that by getting crystals and putting these protections around you, it's going to make you stronger and make your emotions clearer, because you also got radiance. So you are meant to radiate, and this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So that's why I think that you're rising from something that has got you down a little bit, and this is going to bring you up. And you got the freedom card. So you went from a bird to another bird. You went from a phoenix to, I don't know what this is, but looks like it could be another raven. But you got freedom. So you have the option to have freedom in your life from, and to be clear from anything that's holding you back. And then I got the dream card for you, the dream of co-creation, and it says manifestation. So you got that as well. Divine partnership. So just making sure that you this I feel like somebody is coming in for you, possibly for a divine partnership. It might not be romantic, but I feel like it's gonna be something that will help you in your spiritual life and help that person as well by you being there for them, vice versa. Frequency alignment, the dream of co-creation. So I think you have a lot in front of you. This is going to be really good. So that's what I got.
Awesome. Now I'm going to go this way. It worked.
It worked. Yes.
It worked. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I did your numbers, my sweet, and you have a life path where you needed to learn, and you probably mastered this by now, but creativity and camaraderie, uh, how to have relationships that have proper boundaries, and then creatively live your life. And so that brings you into the full potential of your 5 life path, which means you're able to change your mind quickly, go with the flow. You'll have wanderlust. You'll want to, uh, if nothing else, change the furniture around a lot, or change your atmosphere a lot, maybe travel or learn a different language, that type of thing. But you're going into, this is interesting, you're going into a 4 personal year. And what that is that with diligence, if there, Spirit is asking you is for diligent to stick on one thing and finish it to the end. It's all about tying up loose ends and then anchoring things that you want to move forward with. So whatever you started this year that you want to keep, you need to do the work on it in the very beginning of the year here. So if you want to, because you were saying you have crystals, your burning sage and Palo Santo, it's almost like I'm feeling that you should go one step farther into the elements, because if you're there with the crystals and you burn sage, that's all nature. And so possibly, so you started this maybe this year, I'm just using it as an example, moving into the next year, then go one step farther. You will be able to, oh, good. You will be able to make progress. And so the lesson, something that might be a little bit on the hard side, is that you're one of these. Remember that movie Up where it goes squirrel? You go squirrel. I'm the same way. It's like, oh, I'm kind of bored with this. I'm gonna take a break, and then I never get back to it. That's human nature. You'll have a double dose of that coming up next year. So that's what makes it important to remain in with our community and to stay on task type of thing. I'm so glad you started your channel and you read tarot. I'd like to know what your channel is so we can all go there and have a view. Is your channel at Tropical Empress and Spirit, all one word? Because that would be maybe Jackie knows. So we can support you this year coming up. There's going to be a learning curve. Just don't get too impatient. Easy for us to say, but because it's your nature to be impatient. You were born to be impatient. And so this year coming up, just when you lose your momentum to do something, just motorboat through for another 10 minutes. That's all that's asked of you. Oh, here we are. Wait. Here we go. So it's Tropical Empress and Spirit, at Tropical Empress and Spirit, so people can take a look at that. And Richard, thank you, Richard, for coming in. Yes, and you are really gifted. Isn't that nice? So I'm very happy that you came on and said that. This next year is going to be awesome because you've tried everything and all creative stuff this year, and now it's time to anchor it in next year. So there we have it. And I appreciate you.
And Marina's here. Hey, Marina.
Hi, Marina. I'd like the quarter information. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. So I'm going to have you go because I have math to do.
Okay.
And there we are.
I'm going to leave the quarter information to Deborah. And I'm just going to pull you some cards, Craig. Well, your guides want you to forgive. And this could possibly be you, yourself, that you need to forgive. And in fact, I'm getting that. And I'm getting that you'll feel much freer when you forgive yourself for something that is kind of in your mind right now. Okay, so letting yourself go of feeling ashamed of something is what I'm getting. So you need to do that. Your guides want you to do that. Clara wants you to do that. Then you'll have success in all that you do. All right, so just ask your guides to help you, and you can have success in everything that is coming your way. You would be good to have some solitude right now with your guides. They're asking you for that. So a little bit of the Hermit card here going on. And then you've got boundaries. So make sure that while you're in solitude that you are thinking about your boundaries, because they're important for everyone. I think we kind of look at them as a negative thing, but it's not. It's a positive thing, because you don't want just anyone to be able to do anything or step on you, and you don't want to step on yourself either. We have to have boundaries for ourselves. So forgiving yourself and then setting up boundaries in solitude is what I'm getting that your message is, and that will bring success for you. That's what I got.
I love that. So here is so I remember reading for you before, of course, and you are a memory maker. That's who you are, a memory maker. And you make things, you present things to people that will live on in their memory, that a fond memory. But next year is about an 8 personal year. So all that you have done this year is, and you've done a lot spiritually. This has been a real spiritual year for you, is going to be anchored in the world a little bit stronger. I don't know, louder, or your declarations of truth will be more definitive. It'll end with a period versus a question mark. So you'll be well defined. Also, what's interesting that Scott brought up, the two numbers prior to your life path number of 9 is 2 and 7. The most important being 7. 7 is the highest spiritual number. So you're a little, once you learn how to break through and you're not afraid of it, and you break through, then you grow into your highest potential of the 9. The 2 is that collaboration, which you and Clara have. That's remarkable. And so it looks like you have mastered that. So next year is going to be defining it. It'll come down in a tangible way, and you'll feel more comfortable with risk as well. So that's what you need to know for the first, well, it's the whole year, but it feels like with numerology that the lessons of the year come in kind of strong at the first part of the year. And then they get strong at the last part of the year when you haven't learned the lesson. It's like almost spirit saying, oh my gosh, please learn this before we get into the next year. But so that's, so I've got you, Richard. I just saw that you asked a question. If there's time, we'll do that for sure. There was someone else who wanted to just ask your questions, and we'll see if we can get to it. But thank you for that. You're remarkable. Thank you for coming in too. Yeah. Glenda, here you are. Love a message from Spirit. Oh yeah, July 4th.
July 4th.
Thank you so much. Love that. So here we go. You're on, my friend.
Hi, Glenda. Right, the first card I got for you is energy. So I feel like, as well with you, that nature brings out a lot of good things in you. So you get a lot of strength in nature and being outside, and it brings energy to you, and good energy, positive energy. Right? And then a card from the same deck came out on top of this one, and it is embracing. Look at that, how that moon is glowing. It's like she's hugging the moon. Okay, so embracing you, taking care of you is important. So that's self-love. And then you've got the sacred space card. And it says, I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. There we go with nature again. So I didn't see this card when I saw the other card, but you definitely have a call to nature. That's what I'm getting. And epiphanies sing at dawn. It says an aha moment, awakening, new directions, and potential. So you have all kinds of potential for whatever you want. And maybe you're a singer and you haven't sang for a while, or something musical is what I'm getting, is also something that you're drawn to that you should pick up more of, because it's going to make you happy. And expect the unexpected. All right. So you have some good things coming in, and just be aware of anything that might be coming. But I think it's going to be very positive, whatever it is. So, but I like the fact that there's a lot of nature in these cards for you to, think about, because I think that's a strength of yours, is to find that in nature. Right? That's what I got for you.
All right. I have you're going into a 2 personal year. This year was all about trying new things. This year, Spirit gave you the permission to take a bite out of every chocolate and not worry about finishing it. um, that's because you were offered, or you had an impulse to study something or go somewhere, that type of thing. Now, if you did that, that would, if you did that, then the 2 personal year is going to settle you into the chocolates you liked and form a companionship with it. So now on your 2 personal year, it came up as a 20/2 versus an 11/2, which means this is all about moving into new ways of having a conversation, being understood. You may find the lesson that you have at the beginning of the year it's going to be kind of weird. You may notice that when you use your words, all of a sudden people don't understand what you're saying, or they misunderstand, or they do the opposite, and you're going, what? Am I here? Are you here? So understand that people, you need to form a new way to communicate. But the nice part is that you'll understand when you're doing it wrong in real time. That's the cool part. That's the blessing of it. But there's going to be some collaborations coming in. Just say yes to everybody, because this is the year to meet new people. So it looks quite good, really good. So I had Anne, I think I have your, yes, I have, Anne, I have your questions about, well, several times already started. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Richard says there's no sound, but I can hear you fine.
Uh-oh, who can't hear me?
Richard said he can't.
I'm sorry.
Can everybody hear us okay?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Well, they're not saying they can't hear us, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, it was on Richard's part, he said. Sorry,
Okay.
It was on my part. It's all good.
Man,
Okay.
I got to tell you, the way StreamYard's been doing it, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You said it was my fault, I would have believed you for sure. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, good. Thanks. So did you read Glenda? I lost track.
Did.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I did math. So then, Linda Bishop. Here we go, Linda. Okay. Me, she says. I love that. So did you want to get her cards first?
Sure.
Great.
Linda, relax and allow light in. So this looks to me like someone who is meditating. That got the lotus flower here, and you've got the rainbow colors for prosperity coming your way. Thanks for letting me know you're here, or letting us know you're here too, Linda. And this is just saying relax. The four of swords is coming into my mind. The nap card, you need to take a nap and relax. And while you're doing that, just talk to your guides. They want you to just feel comfortable around them and have you talk to them. All right. And you might already do that. And it's a blessing to have that. And I think you have a really great connection with spirit. You get the flow card, so go with the flow and just keep swimming. So got that. And okay, here we go. I got that Four of Swords vision for a reason, because you got the pause card. And that's very much about like this one too, where you can see the person is sitting and relaxing and pausing. It's time to pause. And I feel like you've been going too fast. So you need to slow down a little bit. Let that love from source come into you. And yeah, butterflies for a transformation that's getting ready to happen. So that's why Spirit wants you to pause and to relax, let love take over, because you got good things coming in. You got a change that's happening for you, a transformation. just like the butterfly in the cocoon. So that's what I got for you. I hope that resonates. And I'm sure Deborah's got more.
I've got a little more. The very first thing I saw was I have the fluid card. So it's almost like, okay, relax. I'm just going to go with the flow and not get. And when you go with the flow, it's like your emotions don't peak any specific way. You just stay peaceful, filled. And that was interesting how you got those cards. Now this year's been kind of tough for you, I think, because so next year you start a 1 personal year. This year is your 9 personal year. So it goes in 9-year cycles. This is where you needed to give up what just doesn't work for you. That's the hard part. That's the lesson. The easy part or the blessing that comes with it, what you're supposed to give up will get cray cray, really bad. It's like, okay, I give this up. Isn't that just like the rest, right? And the being fluid. So it sounds like you've already learned how to do that. It's like, okay, I'm just going to let go. It would have been hard for you because you're an 8 life path. When you're an 8 life path, it's like you don't mind routine. You kind of like routine and you like security and you like predictability. You don't speak often, but when you do speak, those are good words. I mean, words people listen to. So having a 1 personal year, if you've gotten rid of what you should let go of, the 1 personal year is going to have that back box of candy where you can take try little things out and figure out the hard part about a 1 personal year for an 8 life path is that you have the blessing of delayed gratification, meaning that you will start something, and even though it takes a long time, like through school or something like that, you put in the time, you get your certificate, you go to the end. And 1 personal year is asking you not to do that. They're asking you, just try this. And if you don't care for it, just walk away from it. Don't finish it. So that's might be a little tough for you. But if you can just relax, be in the flow, and just say yes to whatever comes in. Yeah, I'll go to that movie, even though it's not my genre. Yeah, I'll go to a paint and sip. I've never painted before or something, new things will start popping up for you. So don't worry about holding on to any of it. Just try everything. So that's what I've got for you, my dear. Whoops. Okay, my mouse isn't working. Why not? Why not? Okay, so I'm going to go straight to the next one. Christine, can I have a reading as to Pluto is in Aquarius, January 3rd, 70. Aquarius is in my house, 7th house. I don't know astrology. I don't know if you do.
Not that well.
Yeah. So, but I do the numbers, so I'll read for that. And in the meantime, my friend will help you. Lalit.
Christine, are you? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just now Lalit. I just did a show last night with Lalit, and she talked about this and how to handle it coming up. And she's very good at laying it out. And I think she even talked about the 7th house. But anyway, that's my last show. That's it.
No
Sorry.
problem. No problem. I didn't want to speak over you there. So.
That's that men talking.
All right, Chris. Hey, Christine. The first card you got is relationship harmony. So the angels and guides want you to have harmony in your relationships. And I know that you have had some separation with some family members and just tough times with them. But looks like that the guides want you to come into harmony. And this could be just coming into harmony with yourself of how the relationship is with others, if that makes sense. And then you got help is on the way. So good things are coming to you. Just believe. And then you got the Archangel Michael.
I love
He's
that.
definitely there for protection and bringing protection to you. I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So you have strength and courage when you're protected, and you are protected. So just remember that. And then you got the Awakening card.
Mm.
So I feel like you have some new things that you haven't discovered yet that you're going to discover that are going to awaken your spirit and just make you stronger and be able to face these challenges head on. And just I feel like positive things. I feel like pulling one more card for you, and we'll see why. But I've got two came out. You got rainbows. So this is prosperity coming to you. And then you got the mirror. So maybe the changes need to come from you. And then when the changes do come, they'll be positive and you're going to be protected the whole time. So help is on the way. The change could be within you. And I think it is. I think that's what it is. The awakening is coming to you as it's almost like another spiritual awakening. You can have more than one in a lifetime. So that's what I'm getting. Getting beautiful, beautiful cards. Just remember these rainbows are there for prosperity for you. All right, that's what I
I
got.
love that. I love that because I chose
Oh,
umbrella protection. And it
oh,
also says wait out the storm. So I know you're anxious about the coming energies and how it'll affect you, but here it says you are protected, and and even though you might be anticipating some rough stuff ahead, you do have your head around it. It's like your head over your heart, which is really smart to do. You're also going into a 4 personal year, and that's the chop wood, carry water kind of year. So, and no better person can do it but you with these dynamics in this time we're here as we are here. So, I think it's a really great message for you. I hope you enjoyed that because you got the umbrella. Uh, she was saying, yeah, she has been seeing seeing rainbows lately. That's awesome. That's awesome. And we got Jr. Scott, may I get a reading for the next 30 days? You're on there. There you go,
um,
Scott.
Jean asked. That's Jean. Jr. She also asked, Deborah, are you looking for the life path number? So I think
Oh, oh,
that was from Jean as well.
oh, okay. So I see that there's two. Yeah, there's a couple of. So, so it says, I'd rather get a birthday reading November 27th. Oh, sure. Absolutely. Can you pull a spirit card real quick?
Sure,
Oh, wait. I'm, get, I'm
you
getting
can.
I'm getting crazy now. Too much with the toddies. No,
I
not.
told you about that eggnog, Deborah.
Yeah.
All right, so happy belated birthday for you, Jean. And I've got abundance for you coming in. So a lot of good things coming in for you. Okay. And JR said Deborah for me is 22 over 4. The path 4 master number 22.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, oh. Hmm.
And I have to put this up because look what I got numbers. Just as I was reading that, I just pulled the numbers card. So numbers are going to help you. So listen to Deborah's message. Yeah,
Mhm.
numbers are going to help you. Then you got the snake shedding, so there needs to be a transformation of some sort with you as well. So I feel like there's changes coming for you. And just remember the snake is not a bad sign, it's a good sign. Just like the death card is a not a literal death. It means transformation and transition, which is what the snake means. And then you got manifestation. So manifest what it is that you want and it will come true. So that often comes with a birthday request manifestation because you can have what you want. So spirit wants you to be happy, and just like it's your birthday all the time, like Deborah said in the beginning of the show, you know, she has like it's Christmas every day, right? You can manifest that in your life as well, and like it's your birthday every day, right? So that's how, because spirit wants us to have that kind of life and that kind of energy and emotion and wants us to be happy. So that's what I got for you, JR.
Awesome. 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 Uh-oh. It didn't work.
Didn't
Uh-oh,
work.
something's wrong. Oh, I
There
didn't
you
break
go.
it. I thought I broke it. Okay. You know what's interesting, JR? I got to tell you, um, you are master number 22. You're going into a 2 personal year. It is a 20/2 personal year. So it's going to be quite pleasant for you. This year might have been a little bit of a struggle because what 22s do, master numbers do, is well, 22 is the master builder. So you build things. Again, with the energy of the 4, you don't mind that delayed gratification. You will start building a business, a doghouse, a career, a recipe. You'll start building something, and you'll tweak it until it's just right for you. You'll do it until it's done well. Now, this year, your blessing or lesson was to not do that, to start building the doghouse and then come up and say, you lose all momentum out of the blue, no momentum. I got to give this up. And it's so unusual for you to give up anything like that because you start a project, you end a project. So that's what would be frustrating for 2024. But 2025 is a 2 personal year, and that's all about collaboration. And it can mean boundaries, but the 2 can go either way if it's a life path. It can go hard boundaries and you don't want anyone close, or you lose your boundaries and can't see who you are without someone else telling you who you are, mirroring back who they think you are. Oh, that's who I am. So it can go either way, but the 2 is collaboration for you and coming up in 2025. So it looks good. It's like 22 and 2, 222. It's wonderful. And by the way, with numbers, I've mentioned that often, but I really love this website called Sacred Scribes. And it's an index blog. And you go there and you can click on, she has an index of all the numbers to 1,000 and even farther. And she knows what angel is connected to that number. It can be an odd number, 173 or something like that. You see that today, and so that caught your eye. Well, I'm going to go to Sacred Scribes and see what that means. Maybe there's a message there. So, there. I got a star, Richard. So that's a little information for everyone. So I hope you like that. Oh gosh. And okay, JR, thank you so much. We got Jessica. Jessica Lynn, may I have a guided message? If time. Oh, yeah. Since there's no math, I'll go first. I should let you go first because I'm going to forget.
No, go right ahead.
Oh, I've got the strength card and the fool card and the action card. This is great. I love this. Very, very powerful message coming through for you. The very first card out is a master card, which the one of the masters, the strength card, which is grace under pressure. It's like you smile and nod and nothing really affects you. It affects you, but you don't allow it to go too far. You're very busy and you defend your position. I've got the 7 of Wands, and but this is what's curious. This is the message, I think, because I have the Fool card reversed. The Fool card, I read the Fool differently than some, maybe. The Fool card is a blessing, no matter what direction it's in, because it's a blessing from Spirit that's giving you a gift that you cannot even imagine what it would be. It's this out of the world kind of blessing you will receive. The Fool never tells me what that blessing is, because if I do, that means what's coming in you won't walk towards with a novice heart. You would have the idea from me, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and so you get it all figured out, and you won't be able to look at it as the blessing it is, where you it's just so joy filled, right? So it's coming in reverse, and the first thing I thought of was that you don't oh gosh, what's it called when you don't see the magic? Maybe I'll say that. It could be that you're just low on magic feeling, right? It doesn't mean that the blessing isn't there. What the reverse means is that you may not see it as a blessing. You might expect the unexpected and be joy-filled when it happens. If you find a dime, oh my God, look, I found a dime. Get that child's heart back in, so when this blessing comes in, you'll be able to see it and snag it. And it'll blow your mind. It's a real gift. The Fool is always a real gift. Here we are.
All right, Jessica Lynn, and thank you for letting us know you're here too. I appreciate that. So for you, I got listening to the ancestors. Okay, so inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. So I just feel like you can learn a lot from those who came before you and maybe find out more about your ancestors. And you can know, what maybe tendencies that you have or strengths that you have, that came from each of your ancestors, maybe your grandparents, or maybe, you can get with your parents and learn about your great grandparents. So there's strength in doing that. So I call in my ancestors, before I ground, every day, or try to every day. And I call them in, and there's a specific one. My great grandmother is for, humor, and my great grandfather was solid as a rock. So I call that in. So maybe try to do that and learn more about your ancestors and calling them in to help you every day. And then you got the spirit guides. So I feel that's right on the same pattern here. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. So your ancestors have lots of wisdom to share with you. You have doorways, right, that are there and available to you. So you may be having to make a choice soon, or you're making one now. Just make the best one that's right for you. Just like the 7 of Cups, right? So I think it's the 7. Yes, 7 of Cups. You making a decision. Just don't get your head stuck in the clouds. Instead, just choose the one that is right for you, and it will be the right one. Okay, and then this came in with it. It's the 3 monkeys, and I had to really look at this card because I've never pulled it before. And you've got one that's covering their mouth, so one that's covering their eyes, one that's covering their ears. That's pretty much all the communication, the throat chakra. So I think that the throat chakra is something that you can listen to and hear. You can see, and you can also what you speak. So being careful and just letting spirit guide you in what you're doing, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're speaking. And then you got the turtle, slow down. So you two are being called to a little bit of a rest. So this doesn't mean stop. It just means slow down a little bit. So that's what I got for you. I hope that helps, Jessica.
That's great. Just have a couple more. How are you on time? We're 10 minutes over.
We're okay for me.
Okay. Okay, good.
Thanks for asking.
Sure. Marilla, we've got June 18th. So you're on.
5 more. Okay.
You're on. I have to do math
You have to do math.
with my
Gotcha.
calculator.
That's how I do my math.
Yeah,
The
man.
calculator.
Here, yeah.
Morella, I've never pulled this card before either. You got the pray card.
Ah,
So this can be also meditation, whatever you call it that brings you closer to spirit. It doesn't have to be prayer if that turns you off. That certain word is, sometimes turns people off. But meditate, whatever it is to get you closer to source, closer to your spirit guides, closer to your higher self is what I'm hearing as well. And then you've got integration.
mm.
It says, I combine my body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. Wow. And I see that you have the strength. And look, she's praying back here. She's in a prayer kind of situation back here. And that could be meditation as well. And I see this in you. You have so much to offer other people, and you're just such a beautiful soul. So this is saying that you can lift all of humanity into a new dimension. That's pretty big. So you have that power within you. Just know that. Look at this. Can't make this stuff up. You are the Rainbow Bridge. You are the Rainbow Bridge, and this is so much like you, Marilla. Just spreading your love and spreading your joy to other people, and don't let anything steal that from you. Okay, and then you got the Elder Eagle. You got a bird also. It says soar with insight. Okay, so keep going. Eagle symbolizes freedom as well for me. And just keep soaring. You've got a lot to look forward to and a bright future in front of you. That's what I got. You're welcome, Rella.
Okay, whoops. Hang on. Nope. Sorry. I did it.
There you go.
Hello. So, Marilla, I have you as going into a 6 personal year. 6 personal years are pretty good. I mean, they're really nice, depending on your life path number. But let me tell you what life is going to ask you to do. And that is you're going to recognize the beauty in things. And you know that saying, if you want to have something done right, you have to do it yourself. Whether you're naturally that way or not, that's what you're going to kind of feel like at the beginning of the year. It's like, nobody can do it better than me. And then because you're so spiritual and you relax and you pray and you meditate, it's so unspiritual to say that out loud to someone. But it's almost like if you keep it inside, it'll make you nuts. So understand that the beauty you see might not be the beauty others see, and that everyone gets a chance. I'm sure this is going to be an easier kind of year for you, 2025, than maybe this year was. This year was firecrackers coming in out of the blue. It's almost like the tower coming in and changing plans, that kind of thing, or having to change your mind and perspective. So this is going to be a much more calmer, but you're going to get so much creativity, creativeness, and whatever you create is going to be have this wonderful it's going to be symmetrical, it's going to be beautiful. So I do hope you enjoy that. And oh, she says yes, you tend to do that. Yeah, I kind of do that too. And it's everything I can do is just keep my mouth shut. Oh, it would look better if the piano was on the other side. I'm just saying. But I say it out loud all the time. But I'm sure you are better at it than I am. But so know that it's going to be a great year. Everyone's going to have a great year for sure. And bless you and leave you with that. Now, Anne, you have blown up the chat with your question, and I know you've waited a long time, but we go in order. So I know your question here, and I have Anne next, and then Richard, and then we're through. But yeah, I've got your numbers. So the question is, and so here's the question. Do you see that I will hear from my male friend within a month? We live long distance and communication was an issue. So she did give me her birthday. So that means you're first.
All right, I've already picture cards here, Anne. So the first card that I got for you is success. All right, so I'm thinking that this is a yes. So I think you will hear from them within a month. Um, this is a tough one. This is a tough question. Um, you said communication was an issue. I definitely see that because it's like you're thirsting for the answers to come from this other person, from this male. And I do think that they have some answers for you, but you can find the answers yourself as well. So just know that. And I'm hearing a big call for self love for you, for leadership, leading yourself to a, a better place where you can take care of you and nurture yourself and take care of yourself more, right? And then have resilience. So have that bounce back, that comes like the nine of wands, having that bounce back. And, you know, whatever it is that, you have gone through, just know that you can bounce back from it. And what you are going to go through, you can bounce back from it. Okay, so I do see that you'll hear from them within a month, but I'm not sure what exactly that situation will be. I think that you need to step up for yourself and show more love and independence. So that's what I got. I'm going to pull one more card for you. I feel like there's something a little bit, yeah, he has influence over you. Okay, so he's having and maybe too much influence over you. And you need to find the transformation in you to have that self love, that self care, that you're getting the answers from you and not from someone else. So I was going to try to make that a little sweeter. I'm sorry about the tough love, but that's what I got. So, yeah, that's it.
Wow. I have a question. Did we read for JR, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, because I had it start. I got to tell you, I got kind of the same thing as you, Scott, and here it is. So is the basic is, am I going to hear from him? Yes. But is he going to come back a changed man about the communication? No. I think it's just going to be, it's not going to be addressed. what's bothering you inside is that you want to get on the same page really quick and air out everything that caused whatever problem with the communication. And we got to get this fixed. If you enter the conversation at this point, from there, then I don't think you're going to have any progression with that. So you're going to have to live with not knowing why the communication has been so bad. Basically, that's what it is. And I'll tell you something. You do have other options, and you know where you're. Where you would fit. This is the Four of Pentacles. You know where you would fit in that scenario. But I do have the Death card and the strength card right after that. What the Death card means is that something needs to pass away. Either it could very well be your need to know why the communication isn't good. It could be for you to, if you can't hold yourself back, you might want to pursue that question and really get it aired out, which could mean the natural ending of the relationship. That being said, it can be metaphorical as well, where, before people go into the next step, a deepening of the relationship, there has to be an ending of something. You might come in and say, I've decided I'm going to stop being interested in him because he's not communicating enough. So it's just like what Scott was saying. And this is how you tell whether you're in too deep. And this is this. If your emotions are tied to someone's actions or inactions, you're in too deep. So it's, of course, we're all going to be caring. We have our ideals and everything. And the reason I'm going to go on and on about that, and I'm going to quit doing it, I'm not going to go on and on, is that the next year coming up means it's a 9-year. You're going to have a year. You're going to have a year of deciding what's going to work for you and what isn't. If you keep telling yourself that a man from far, far away who doesn't communicate with you is the hill you're going to die on, then as we go through 2025, it might get a little difficult. It doesn't mean he's not going to be the one. It doesn't mean he's not going to marry you at all. It just means that your emotional health and well-being is how this next year is going to play out. Your emotional health, if you're so attached to this one person, you may find it a difficult year. It's the same with, I'm going to go one step farther. At the end of a 9 personal, so the end of 2025, if you're still struggling with this and putting your time in for this person, and you still don't want to insist of change with him, then dragging him into a 1 personal year to 2027, that's a long time. That's when a 9-year cycle, that's when you begin a 9-year cycle that's really hard. So the blessing of a 9 personal year, like I said before, is that what you're supposed to give up is going to become really, really clear. So be discerning, and he is going to call. And I know communication is an issue, but in the first volley back, when he calls, don't address the communication issue. Act like it doesn't bother you, is my guidance. Because when it picks up again, and it will, you'll have plenty of other times to talk about it. So I'll bless you and leave you with that. Good luck. Keep us posted. I haven't looked at the lives to see if she got anything. There you go. You have great chemistry, of course. That's awesome. Richard. So I have you, Richard. I'm going to put this one up because it has It has your date of birth, but you also said you're a Scorpio Sag, life path 11. Oh, my condolences. Can I have any guidance? And then anything I need to hear will be appreciated. And then you gave your full date. This is great. So I've got math to do. So that means you're up.
All right. Hi, Richard. The first card I got for you is love your challenges. So just know that challenges are there to help us grow and help us learn, right? So this is for something good to happen for you. Is That's why you have challenges. So it's to bring out the goodness in the madness, to say the good in out of the darkness, right? So the light at the end of the tunnel is going to come from loving your challenges and seeing everything as a gift, and it's happening for you, not to you. Okay. And then you got the Serenity Out of Exile card. I've never gotten this card before for anybody as well. It says exhale, surrender, radical acceptance. All right. So just having that breath work is very important. Surrendering the outcomes is very important. And just having radical acceptance of you and of yourself and all your quirks, because we all have them, and just being in love with you, having that self-love. And then you need to have faith. The faith will help you, and trust. The sun is there. The sun is about joy and success. So just know that you're going to have good things happen to you and for you. And then you got the infinity card. I don't know if you can see that there. That it says infinity down there. There we go. And so everything we do is connected. Everything you do is connected. We're connected. Everybody is connected. So just know that there's an infinite um, possibility for you to have goodness and just have it continue through your life. Okay. Good things happening and continue to happen, bringing good karma to you and just having it flow back and forth as the years and days go by. So that's what I got. If I can catch this card. Go.
That's cool. Oops. There we go.
Mhm.
Awesome. So you're not only an 11 life path, you are a 2911 life path. Let me tell you a little bit of a story about a 29 slash 9 11. And I was at the nursery with a friend of mine, and this young girl checked us out. And so she checked me out. And then my friend who was after me said, is there a senior discount? And she says, oh, yeah. And then she looked at me. She says, I should have asked you. I said, no, that's okay. No problem. And she goes, now I'm going to worry about this all night long and feel bad about it. And I said, you are a 2911 life path. And she goes, what does that mean? She didn't know anything. I said, give me your birthday. Out my phone comes 2911. Richard, you speak horribly about yourself. And don't talk like that to one of my friends. It's hard to start because it's daily and it's relentless. So we all have stinking thinking. Totally. We all have stinking thinking. But 2911s have a tough time. 3811s don't have it as much. They're a little more grounded. You are more spiritual. I mean, 11s are spiritual and intuitive, but the 3811s will put in the time to get concrete outcomes. Does that make sense? Whereas 2911 spend a little bit, we're kind of out of the off planet a little bit. That's all. It doesn't mean you can't be successful for sure, but what will be your downfall? And anyone who's a 2911 is that stinking thinking. So don't talk to my friend like that, Richard. That's one. And two, you're going into a 4 personal year, which is all about taking what you did this year and make it concrete next year. So so for instance, with my 3 personal year, I wrote a book, 2 books and a deck, and I did started, I don't know what I did. I did a whole bunch of creative stuff. But at the end of the year, I was thinking, I did nothing this year. I didn't do a thing. What do I have to show for it? That kind of thing. Sort of weird. Now, none of the books were published at that time. I was working with a publisher. But so that meant that the next year, my 4th year, which you're just going into, meant editing my book, negotiations for a book cover, and marketing, and not struggling, but just tying up loose ends. And then it takes off from there. I do have for you the world card, meaning that what I'm about to say means you are going to come out on top. Okay, so I do have the Tower, which is unexpected change. And usually people say it's undesirable change. In this instant, it is a desirable change. You might think it's catastrophic, which you won't, because you won't. But once something shifts and changes, if you're the least bit nervous, I'm here to talk you out of that, because it's almost like you gave permission for the rest of the year. You gave permission for life. You surrendered and said, I don't know what the scorecard is at the end of 2024. I just want to make everything right for 2025. And you give permission for Spirit to come in and pick you up and kind of shake off the devils you might have collected through the year, and then put you back down. And you're going to be so successful and feel so good about it. So if there's something coming in that you decide to ruminate about, I'm here to tell you, brother, no, don't do that, because it's all going to work out really, really well. You have a wonderful connection with Spirit, like a lot of people here. But so I bless you and leave you with that. I hope that resonates. I don't see you in the comments, so maybe you haven't read it yet. Oh, there you are. I see you. So that's my message, and I'm sticking with it. And we are at the end of our time together for the whole year. I'm not going to see you for the rest of the year.
No.
We'll get you in. So Sue Toffee, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Oh, that's great. Marilla, everybody's so great here. I just love it. And we're going to settle on a time after we close the show. Then we're going to get on the calendar again, because I love that.
I want to read that last comment from
Richard
there. Yes.
Oh, tears have come when you said, don't talk about my friend like that. Yeah. Yes, it totally resonates. Yeah. Yep. I know the feeling, my friend. And you come by it naturally, but it's one of the things you bear that's different than everyone else, that makes you unique. And thank you so much for the feedback on that. Sort of brought tears to my eyes too. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to be back on tomorrow with Kaylee, who channels the Holy Spirit. Hi, Bill Clinton. It's nice of you to come in.
Bill Clinton. We might have a troll.
Yeah, I like that.
Hi, Lottie B.
That's great. So that's tomorrow at, I think it's at 3:00 Pacific. She channels the Holy Spirit. Many times people who come in will have visitations, will smell perfumes or cigarettes, or have visitations and chills and all that stuff, because she does a phenomenal job of that. If you can surrender to the idea of Holy Spirit and Jesus, Christianity. But she found the Holy Spirit without going through Christianity. So it's a real miracle. Anyway, I'll quit yammering about that. Do you have something coming up?
I have Kim from Abundant Life Tarot will be on my channel at 5:00 this afternoon. So
awesome.
Look forward to that.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you go so you can prepare for that. And everyone have a wonderful holiday and rest of the year if I don't see you beforehand, and blessings all around. God bless.